Alright, so hello everyone and welcome to the first live streaming from SeeDj. And this is gonna be the first episode of possibly a long series of live streaming, which we are going to host a few label owners that create partnerships with our platform. And we're going to be talking about a little bit the platform itself, the way it works. We're gonna be scouting a few artists, and our collaborators are gonna help us checking out your questions in case you got anything, and in case you got anything to ask. And they're going to go through our chats so that we can create a little connection with you guys and the people that is using the platform and the people that would like to use the platform in the future, and you can see a little bit what's going on. Today we have our first guest, who is a good friend, and I'm so happy to have him on board today. Is Davide
Thank you.
Carbone from Carbone Records, and I'm happy to introduce him.
And thanks a lot, Hortensio, to introducing me. I'm Di Carbone, owner of Carbone Records and co-owner of Repitch Recording and Cosmo Arithmetic. I'm doing a more. I did a techno for a lot of years, but now I'm more focused on art techno music. I lived in Berlin for around 10 years. And now I moved back in Italy, and let's say I'm more focused to extolling acid and rave culture, uh, because I think in this moment, in this right time, we need like really power music to support society.
Okay, thank you, Davide. So today we are going to talk a little bit about SeeDj, and as we said, we're going to listen to some music from the app. But before we get into that, can you tell us a little bit more about your evolution, how it started for you as a music maker? Because I've known you for a long time, and
Yes. More or less, it start for fun because we start to do. Uh, we were five friends. We rented a Cubase course. One of my friend was Ashon, that is still my friend and my co-partner on Repitch Recording, and we started for fun, and then we just dedicated day after day to producing music and to discover our genre, because it was the biggest part of the process, I guess, because it's not difficult to doing music today with computer, with accelerator like SeeDj, with online courses, and blah blah blah. There is a lot to see, a lot to check about video and training and courses. So the difficult part was to find our genre, build our genre, let's say, because actually we have a characteristic, also if it's in techno or techno genre, it's really characteristic and representative of what we are. Like with the beach is more 3P techno, let's say, and with Carbone it's more art techno-ish, and with Cosmo Rhythmatic is more EDM, noisy kind of.
okay, so um, for what you said so far, the let's say that in the beginning, like in the very first part of your path, also with the Ashon, the first work was to discover yourself and was to discover what Carbone is in terms of music.
Yes, because actually we started when we were young. We were still in Italy, and let's say we were more focused on rocking
The dance floor.
the market,
Yes.
let's say. Go ahead. It was not focused on what really I like. We started to make a lot of music, but was a lot influenced by minimal tech house scene. That was what was mainly around us in that period. I'm speaking about 2005, 2006. That is a long time ago. And then we did a lot of releases also on like big labels like Shytech, that is a Dubfire label in techno minimal scene. And this was like after 4 or 5 years we were producing. But then I looked into myself and I said, this is not what I want, the genre I like, the life I want, let's say. Because actually, when you do a genre and you start to play, you figure inside the certain genre of people that listen to a genre, that go to dance in a party. It's like community. A genre, it's a community. Let's say, like techno has its own people, tech house has its own people, and they are all different. Let's say, and this part was not what I wanted in my life. And we opened at the Repitch at that time. That now is 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2012 when you opened Repeach.
2012,
Yes.
yes. And when we open the pitch, we want to start everything from zero because we were doing tech house and minimal stuff, and we started doing like slow, deep industrial techno. So we started everything from zero, but people start to quickly get us. I remember like first pitch EP, my track was on yearly chart of Chris Liebing. At that time, Chris Liebing was like really huge.
Yep.
And so it gave really a lot of power, then power to the label and to us. Then I released it on Black Sun, more the Planet Rhythm, and this gave me a lot of let's say show me to the genre like really in a good way. And also a lot of magazine got interest on me.
Yes.
And like Tracks Magazine, Secret 13, Resident Advisor, let's say some. I played on a radio show on BBC Radio UK, like this was highlight points, kind of.
Yeah.
And but before was everything more difficult because you don't have something like SeeDj. And also we were like when I start was mainly focused on MySpace. Maybe a lot of people don't even know or never used MySpace.
Yeah.
It was totally different. Then Facebook came out, and like promotion way was more on Facebook. Then Instagram came out, and promotion way was more on Instagram.
Yeah, I think I remember that I saw the Repeach MySpace, or maybe the Carbone Records MySpace, like no, the Davide Carbone MySpace, like
Davide Carbone,
so
yes.
many years ago. we were still both living in Berlin.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, I remember the first part of the history of Repeach, and I remember that there were a lot of really nice, really interesting artists. I can remember like Sleep Archive,
Yes.
Mike
Mike
Parker.
Parker.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
were.
for sure.
That was a really cool network back in the days, and it was one interesting thing that I always I really liked back in the days, when we got to know each other personally,
I remember.
was that Repeach was really like individual in its sound. It was something you could really recognize. When something was released on Repeach, you always knew what kind of sound it was going to have and what kind of aesthetic, also as a visual thing. Because also
Yes.
both for Repeach, for 3th, and for Cosmorhythmatic, there has always been also this research in terms of the visual identity of the
Yes,
label.
Ashon is doing mainly of the artwork, focusing for all the label.
Yeah,
I just do on Carbone, but for Rebic, 3th, Cosmorhythmatics, all the aesthetic is taken is carried by Ashon.
yes, it would be nice maybe one day also to have Ashon Pasquale as a guest for one
I
of our
also
live
think
streams.
so.
Yeah, yeah, we should ask him. We should call him. Okay, so we're happy that you talked about SeeDj so far and that you find um, that it is a good tool for newcomers and for new growing artists because
Yes, because when I started, I remember we were sending like millions of tons of emails to everyone to maybe get one response,
yeah,
maybe,
hopefully.
hopefully. But we were producing really a lot because me and Ashton, we were at university together, so we were living together and we were every day doing music. So we were doing like 1 week, 7, 10 track, and we were just sending. But before it was really difficult. Now, if, for example, you can join to a partner like SeeDj and you send the demo to Per, to Luca Agnelli, for example, to me, and to a lot of other labels, and you quickly get a spot on it.
Yeah, that was one of the main goals when we started the platform, in terms of when we started to think about how we could have improved the network of new artists, of young artists and young music makers. The idea was that of trying to create a gate so that the new artists could send their tracks to their favorite labels, or somehow make sure that they were going to be listened,
Yes,
and hopefully that would have made their dream of releasing a track on Carbone Records or on Perk Tracks. Or
yeah.
yeah, yeah, we're happy that the thing are going well, especially with you, because so far you released a few songs from our users
Yes,
on your
yes,
label.
because I actually didn't thought to could discover so good tracks on scouting a project like this. When I joined to CDJ, but then I listened and some sick tracks, and maybe I could never discover because this guy never sent me tracks.
Yes, so you were shocked by the good quality of the tracks that you were receiving.
Yes, to one guy I also did a digital EP on the label, like, because I liked more tracks.
Amazing. Do we want to name drop of the artists, some of the artists that you
I,
were?
I released Ketonos. Then now upcoming is one amazing track from Cryon, another guy that I will release. Then I released Andreo, that he made a really sick acid banger that got really good success. I released the Rodeo in Italy, Chris, Rube as well. Then Clara Sibera from Germany. Uh, I think some other, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's okay. So we're very happy for our users that achieved this goal of releasing music on your label, and yeah, thumbs up for them. Big up, guys. We're very happy for you. And I guess if you want, we could move on the platform now, as we've been already
Yes.
talking for about 20 minutes, and we can start listening to some music together if you want.
You see the app, right?
Wait, just give me one sec. Yes, now I can see your desktop, and we are on the home page of SeeDj for all the viewers that are watching the stream. Of course, I would like to say thank you for joining us, and in case you are not subscribed to the platform yet, this is you're going to experience a little bit how the platform looks like, how the process of listening to music on this platform looks like for a label owner. So for the labels that we have partnered with and we have teamed up with to create a little opportunity for all of you to have your music listened to by your favorite label owners and hopefully released. So for now we're watching our dashboard, and we're on Davide's computer. So Davide, you are our driver for today inside the platform. So yes.
So I go.
Yes.
Usually, this is the main dashboard, and I go here to start reviewing, and I listen the track that are more focused on techno and hard techno music. This is Clara Sibera, that is a girl that I already released, like I said. And also this track, I listened it before, I already sent the request, but now we are going to listen it together.
Right, just give me 1 second.
Can you hear the music?
Yes.
Right?
Okay, maybe we can.
It start to load because it's in video calling, so it sucks a lot of energy.
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe if you want, we can listen to the whole track if you want, or maybe we can listen to a good part of it without skipping it, if you prefer.
Yeah. The track is banging, as I said. I hope you like as well.
Yeah, I do.
At this point, I just send the request to the gear. You know?
Yes.
And the request is done. Now, later we go to see the section messages. When the girl says, see the request, if she reply and say, okay, I want to release it, I like to release, then we go ahead.
Yes.
This is another guy. This I never released on the label.
Can we say the name of the artist? Because I'm too far from the monitor, I just can't read.
Alex G
Okay.
is from Italy, because it's written ETF.
Okay, so hi Alex, and this is your track.
also nice track. Send
Uh,
request also to the guy.
sounds like some like early rave kind of sound, a bit more like the German scene, close to a
Yes,
bit more the hardcore, the early hardcore thing from the early 90s, mid 90s, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah, thumbs up, great track.
This is Rodio. He's a guy already released on label.
Where is he from?
He's from Sicily.
Okay, amazing. Go up.
Всім добрий вечір. Лідер фракції тут, голова Офісу президента тут, прем'єр-міністр Шмигаль тут, Подоляк тут, президент тут. Всі ми тут, наші військові тут, громадяни суспільства тут, всі ми тут. Захищаємо нашу незалежність, нашу державу. І так буде. Слава нашим захисникам, слава нашим захисницям. Слава Україні! Слава Україні! Наша незалежність. Наша незалежність, наша держава. Так?
It's not what I'm looking for the label.
Can you repeat
right
again,
now.
please? The volume of your microphone was down to avoid feedback.
This is also a good track, but it's not what I'm looking for the label right now.
Yes, I was enjoying. I like the style. That was.
Yeah, I also
I like the
like
breakbeat
that style.
part, the kind of breakbeat trancy, a little bit progressive kind of thing.
Also me, but on the label I try to be rave focused, let's
Yes.
say. Then that is techno break. I don't care, but the main thing is that has to be rave music.
Would you play that track in one of your DJ sets?
Let's say that I can't because I mainly close or play really hard shift. But if I would play like first shift, I would play.
Okay, so let me ask you this, if you don't mind. Okay, for Carbone, it's really important that the music has a strong rave-ish influence and a rave-ish identity. And let's say if we wanted to go a little bit more technical about your tastes when it comes to selecting music for Carbone and selecting music for your DJ sets, what is it that you like looking for in a track? What is it that you like listening to when it comes to a track? Anything specific? Maybe about the drums, maybe about the melody, maybe about the ambience, the texture.
Let's say that I look more to the track in a complex. I like that track has to keep me like energy, because I said like for rave energy, I'm tending to something you go in the club and you just dance, doesn't matter if it's breakbeat or it's 120 techno or 150 BPM techno, the main thing is that the track has to really catch you and bring you in this energy that won't let you dance.
Sure. So
it's my idea, let's say. Then because I have no like main focus on genre, because I started from techno minimal, then I moved to more techno, and then I moved to art techno. But I was also listening to stuff like Frenchcore or like early New York hardcore. That is really art stuff, more art than what I'm doing.
So let's say that you went from minimal to maximal.
Yes.
Yes, sounds good. So, in to make a little like summary of what you just said, when it
And
comes to
also when we were living in Berlin, for example, music was like mainly focused on a kind of range of BPM, you know.
yeah,
Nowadays it's really open, and this I really enjoy of nowadays music because there is no boundary on BPM right now because track can be 120, can be 130, and people listen. You know, there is no. When we were in Berlin, there was this trend of 130 BPM
yeah.
techno constantly.
I was going through some of my records as I was trying to reorganize my records collection, and as you can imagine, I have a lot of
Yes.
and I have most of the repeat and most of the Carbone records discography, and I like your things have. Your releases both on Carbone and on Repeat, they have a bit more of specific sound that is way more powerful, and it has a lot more momentum also in terms of the architecture of the song, and the songs are generally a bit more like unlinked from the
Yes.
status quo of what used to be the production from back in the days, from almost 10 years ago now. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I there was really a lot, and there still is a huge wave of Berlin music that is, it really is uh very specific the way it's produced. It has a very specific aesthetic, and it has this really strong trippy um, characteristic that
Yes.
is really strong there. And yeah, now one thing that I notice is that on one side there is a lot more freedom in terms of music genres, and on the other side there is also like I can hear a lot that technology, both from a creative point of view and from a technical point of view, allows a lot more things to happen. Also, just in the mix, like music, it feels like there is a lot more space for elements, and music is way more maximal now.
I totally agree.
Yeah, and back in the days, everything was a bit more minimal. There were way less things, and everything was way more functional to the dance floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also the technology before cannot support so much power like in a simple computer like nowadays.
Yeah, if I were to use my computer for like from like 2016, now this live stream would not be possible.
Yes.
Uh,
Also, like a master class while you are doing Ableton
and screen
with the
recording.
plugins,
Yeah.
it was like kind of impossible, let's
Yeah, I mean,
say.
sometimes it still is for me when I open some more complex synthesizers, but it's okay. Should we go on with the platform and listen to a bit more things?
Yes, this guy already listened, so let's give a chance to other people.
Yes.
Good track, but as I was saying before, it don't catch me in this rave energy. Let's say it's a good as track, but more hypnotic kind of way,
It has
or
a
like
it has a nice melody. I like the melody, but uh,
yes,
yeah, maybe there is some
there is
enrichment.
an
one could do?
There is not so much kind of evolution in the track.
Yeah,
Say.
it's one of those tracks in this aesthetic that is a bit more repetitive and is a bit more hypnotic. So
Yes,
the final goal of the track is not that of giving maybe a too strong energetic feel, but more
yes,
bringing the listener to a more hypnotic state. And I think in this goal it actually works really well. So
works really well, but it's not what I'm like looking for the label now. Is this that like also changed in my sound from, let's say, 2014 to now? Let's say that before was more like hypnotic, bringing the people into was more mental state. Instead, now also when I'm playing, I try to bring people in both mental and body.
energetic, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, there is a lot of momentum in your music, in your DJ sets. It's super energetic. I listened to the set that you did with Medalba this summer,
yes.
and yeah, there is a lot of energy into that. It's really makes you want to like start jumping all around your apartment.
Keep your shit off and just dance like crazy.
The way we like it, the way we like it. Amazing. So, who's our next artist?
Dr. Anchovy.
All right.
Good track, but too much UK sound.
Yeah, it made me think about DJ Plantexter. He was a bit more in that kind of style, but it's good. Personally, I like it. I liked it. Good track.
Yes.
Thumbs up.
Cell lights. Still more hypnotic.
Still hypnotic, not in your style.
No, but it's good track.
The drums are
Or-
good. The drums are good.
Yes. India.
Buckle them in.
See, that's what I mean. What's the purpose?
Of what?
Being here on our planet. Earth. Those kids were dead meat. What's the use? What's the purpose?
Why does everything have to have a purpose? The world is a jungle. And if you want my advice, Dan, don't expect happiness. You won't get it. People let you down. But in the end, you die in your own arms. It's all a big nothing. What makes you think you're so special?
Is I like.
It sounds like a mix between the drums sound like Ignition Technician. Do you remember them?
Yes,
Uh,
more driving.
Yeah. And the synth and the vocal together sounded like CJ Boland kind of stuff, right?
Yes, more trendy, techno trends.
Yeah. Sounds
And the
good.
track is good. Now I send the request. Then let's see. I think with the good mastering on it, it will sound plus.
Wicked. So, can we repeat the name of the artist that you just sent the request to?
Indio.
Indio. Good. Thumbs up for Indio. You just received a request for Carbone Records.
Chris Oliver. Big. Style now, but remembers me a bit Matthew Johnson.
Yeah.
Marionette.
Yeah, this sequenced arpeggiator.
Yes.
Yeah. Good track. What was the name again?
Chris Oliver.
Chris Oliver. Thumbs up for Chris.
Again, please. Thanatos.
I know this is a panic attack, 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 panic attack.
This is a good rave energy, but I don't like this scene that come inside.
I liked it. It was nice. But was there a dog in a dog barking at the beginning of the song?
No, it's my dog.
So we say hello to Davida's dog.
Suddenly I listen barking inside. But I can recognize it's my dog.
Yes. Alright, so next artist. What's the name of the artist?
RBMK.
RBMK. Okay, take it. Wait. Say it again.
Sick.
No, you said you said something else. Can you say the original?
I said fucking sick.
Yeah, I agree. I think for your label, this stuff really fits. So RBMK, right?
Yes, RBMK.
RBMK, you just took it away. Nice one. Good shot, mate.
Yeah, good one.
Good one. You send the request, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, let me ask you one question, because I'm curious. Like, that's the first thing that I thought about when I listened to the song. Are you going to ask the artist if he has any more tracks, or is this one enough?
No, for me this is enough. Then if the artist won't send other track, it's free to send. But if I like a track, I like. I'm sure, Like if I say this is the track I want.
Yes, amazing.
This I will take for sure, if the artist won't give. Then if he send me other track, I will release also more. But this one I want.
Yes, great, nice one, good shot, RBMK. Who's our next artist?
Chemical Dumpster.
Chemical Dumpster. Alright, take it away.
It's a good track, but not what I'm looking for.
But yeah, it sounds good. It made me think about the Motevolver kind of style.
Yes.
Yeah. Good track. Nice one. What was the name again of the artist?
Chemical
Dumpster. Nice one, Chemical. Good one. Right.
Alex.
Yeah.
Лози вописьменные.
This is a good track, but I think it's missing a bit of groove.
Are you gonna send a message to the artist and try and give him a
I
few?
will try.
Yeah, that's nice.
But usually not all the artists replies.
All right.
Because there are also their label in contact.
Yeah. There is. We have a few artists. I mean, as far as I know, and I try and talk as much as I can to the users. There is a few users that have a lot of requests from labels, which is, I mean, I'm pretty happy about it.
But as I said, as also you see, like this RMBMK, I will never know probably because I couldn't. If he don't send me track, I will never know about him. Like because there are millions of tracks around. And let's say sometimes people are like. When they think maybe a label is too good, they don't send the demo
Yeah.
because of let's say they are a bit unsecure of themselves.
Yeah.
But with the SeeDj app, you just upload the track in the end, and then it's the label that listen. So it jump this kind of
this
shy approach,
Yeah,
from
this
the artist.
yeah, there is yeah, that is a big problem in our industry. A lot of music makers have some really good music, but they're too shy to send demos, and
Yes,
that's so
because
bad.
usually artists, especially about your own track, you always think it's never
Never enough.
ready, it's never too good enough, the way. But it's like this. But in the end, sometimes we just lose in artist egoish, let's say, because track is good, not for the quality itself. Track is good for the emotion it can create. It's like a paint. It doesn't matter how good it is. It matters what it let feel inside the people. So
Yeah.
you should never judge yourself about the track, but should be people to judge it.
Yeah, that is true. But Davide, I mean, sometimes it's just a bit difficult to overcome that limit in which you feel shy and maybe you just feel stupid, maybe sending your music to big artists that already have reached the.
Sure.
It happens. Maybe SeeDj can help in this process and can let's say try and stay on the side of the music makers and help them overcome this limit, hopefully.
Yes.
We hope so. So who's our next artist?
D00M.
D00M. Right, take it away.
Da mezzogiorno a mezzanotte, per venire a succhiare il sangue a uomini ed animali, in tale abbondanza che talvolta esso sgorga loro dal naso, dalla bocca e soprattutto dalle orecchie. Alle volte nelle bare i loro corpi galleggiano nel sangue.
like the track. I was laughing because
The intro.
it's speaking in Italian.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked
But
it.
about blonde and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was good. It reminds me yes, some of the early 2000s hardcore from northern Italy, kind of Gabba stuff. Yeah, yeah, I liked it. That was really really nice. And the ending with the aim and break, the glitched and
Yes.
destructurized aim and break. Yeah, that was nice. Wicked. Great track. What was the name of the artist again?
Doom, but with 2-0.
D00M. Amazing. Grazie Davide. Let's go forward.
Well made.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Also, like I will send a request. To that.
so Davide, we're going to listen to the last track now because we have a few
Okay.
questions from our
Yeah,
chat
yeah,
and from
yeah,
the
yeah.
SeeDj users,
For
and
sure.
yeah, let's see
No, I
what's
mean,
yeah.
Release the pressure. Get on off of that thing and dance until you feel better. Get on off of that thing and dance. Release the pressure. Release the pressure. Release the pressure.
it's a good track for tooling.
It's a tool track. Okay, so we have another request. How many tracks have we submitted? Like, have we accepted so far, Davide? Like 6 or 7, right?
Yes, now we can see in the message.
Okay, amazing.
This
So,
one,
yeah,
we just see in the message as well.
okay. So we're going in the label dashboard. Wow,
So
the
we send
backstage.
Noemi, Luis Fritz, Dom D00M, Alex, RBMK, Indio, Alex G, and Clara Sibera. There are 8 tracks.
Alright, so congratulations to all the 8 users for submitting and for the track. It looks like Davide Carbone likes your music, so make sure you reply to the message. And yeah, that was a really pleasant listening session with our lovely users. We have a few questions from the chat, Davide,
Yes.
and I would like to start with a question that is not directly to you, but it is to the team, to our SeeDj team, in which they are asking if it's possible somehow to share feedbacks together with us while we are listening to the music with the label owners. That is not at the moment implemented as a technology, but we can take that as a feedback, and we can think about creating a moment in which users can connect to our live stream and join us in the calls. And also we can organize a moment in which we go through tracks together with just with users, and organize some group calls and listen to some music. Listen to some music all together. So thanks for the feedback. We'll keep that in mind. We're sorry we cannot help you out in this at the moment, but we will keep that in mind for the forthcoming live streams. So Davide, now we have a few questions for you that show up between the Telegram chat and some of the platforms we are streaming on. So the first question for you is, which were the most important events in your career, not only as gigs, but also for your personal growth as a human being?
So, let's say, as human being, as I said before, was like in the time I realized that what I was doing was not what I wanted to do. Let's say, because I get really famous in tech house genre. I was also doing more money than now, let's say, but was not what I wanted to do. Was not what let me feel happy. So I start again from zero doing my own stuff. Was harder. It keeps more time, but in the end, I'm happy.
Amazing. So discovering your way to be happy.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank
Because
you.
like doing sometime, when you are young, you just want to make money, you want to be famous.
Yes.
But this in the long term is not what can be. That is what you want to do, but can be also that is not totally what you want to be.
All right. Thank you, Davide. We have a next question. So when did you understand that you wanted to be a DJ?
Let's say I always going to dance because I really enjoyed to go in the club since I was 14, and there was some friends that were already DJing, and we were going always to them house to listening music, and at that time I was really pure, and I just started to buy vinyl, but I could not buy turntables.
Yeah.
So I had to go to this friend house to listen vinyl and to try to play. Then there was the moment that Tractor came out.
Yeah.
You know? And at that point, I start to go into it.
Downloading softwares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I start to do some money, and I remember with the Shy Deck release itself, I did enough money to buy turntable and a mixer.
Wow. That was Sidek was wait, was it a Dubfire record label? No.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Dubfire record.
Yeah, I think I listened to the release of you on Sidek. That was a long time ago. Okay, grazie Davide. Let's go for the next question. Who was the most inspiring person that you met in your life?
Let's say Hypnos,
Hypnoskull, Mr. Patrick.
Mr. Pan.
Such an amazing artist. Yeah, for all the
Yeah.
listeners and the viewers that don't know, Hypnoskull is HYPNOSKULL.
You
Amazing.
should know.
You should know. And he also, like you repressed on Repeach, Fast Forward, Burnout.
Yes, this was my, let's say it's my favorite LP from my school. It was released fifthly on Anthem
Yeah.
in the 90s on CD.
Yes.
It never got vinyl. So I met Patrick as person and it was really good. I start to know more about his history and his building of culture over music. Because it's not just in that point, it's not just music itself. Like in Carbone, I try to be create a culture that is all around jam, and also with my artists, we are more as let's say as collective,
Yeah.
more like friend to friend, peer to peer.
Yeah. And also Patrick has also really strong political identity when it comes to music.
Yeah.
He really thinks about music as a way to protest and to express ideas, and that's very beautiful. That's one of the things I really love from him. Out of the fact that he makes unbelievable music, like saturation layers, state of the art.
No, but it's not just about the music itself, because also in the past there was some music of Patrick that was more like ravish and less distorted. But as you said, it's all the things he created around
Yeah.
this project. It's not
Everything
just music.
everything that makes the artist
And
and the
al-
human being.
Also, his person, like human being, is just amazing.
Yeah. And you also released the Sote's music on
Yes,
Repeach.
yes.
I mean, I've never met him in person, but I guess he's such an incredible human being. Like his music is like wow.
And this release on Soda, it was off demo from his work release from '94.
Yeah.
Like actually was like the tracks that worked on tape
Yeah.
in that release, and he sent us, and it was like very amazing.
Yeah, that's a really beautiful release, the 10-inch one. It was released in 2016, right? Sote on Repeach. Yeah.
The jungle track is fucking
Yeah. Yeah, so
so
good.
intense.
Yeah. So, grazie Davide. We have another question. The favorite concert that you went to, your favorite concert?
Adonai
Atonal. Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
No, but like Ravish techno, let's say, was by the Greek.
Okay. Yeah.
It is under a bridge, like really underground stuff. Seems like you are over time, out of time. Let's say under this bridge, like it was 8,000 people. I was praying under this bridge with 8,000 people in a huge space. It was something amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, good memories. Great. So, next question. How many people work in your label? And if you can get a little bit closer to the microphone, because I feel your voice is going down a little bit.
In Carbone, I am alone. I'm just doing everything by myself because I just want to create this collective that is all in my brain, let's say, not influenced by no one. Also, the artwork kind of is not like really pro, but it's what I want in that time, in that period, and it was difficult to express and to let understand to other people what I really have in mind. So I prefer to learn and do everything by myself. Also, I'm a mastering engineer and I do mastering by myself. That's it. The music, I just release mastering, I do artwork and release it. Sometimes we do promotion to television or to channel like 8 or Pro or Technocar, let's say.
Yeah.
And for Rebeach instead, we are working in three person that are me, Ashton, and me, Shepard.
So it's you, Ashon, and Shape and Noise for
Yes,
Repeach. Yeah.
yes. Because we are independent label. Let's say we are doing everything by yourself. Do it by yourself.
Yeah. So there is. It's just your label, your choice, your decisions.
Yes.
Amazing. So we are also asked who is the youngest artist you have collaborated with?
Lucas.
Luca?
Lucas Campagna is at moment like nowadays Lucas Campagna. It was 18 fifth I released it and now it's 19 and it's doing the sick baby track.
Okay.
And
Amazing.
the
Which
guy I start to release him early when COVID started. It was like I released him the first track and it's 2 years that is releasing now and it got really a bumping
amazing.
going up.
Great. Thumbs up for Lucas. So the two last questions. Do you organize label showcases with your artists, or do you also like I don't know, asking other people to join in the lineup when it comes to events?
This year, because it's 5 years of the label, I'm starting to organize showcase with label, and in the next year you will see a lot more.
Amazing.
Now I have next one, the fifth one in Berlin at Anomaly Club on 29th April.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be there as I'm gonna be in Berlin on the other April for work
Yeah.
duties, and you're also organizing with the guys from Fume Records, FUME.
Yes, yes, because we did one hard techno room and one more electro room.
Yeah, I've seen the lineup is pretty juicy. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. We are gonna party together again after so many years.
No, I did some other showcase in the past, but as I said, I'm alone, and focusing on many things. It's really hard, and I prefer to do showcases like in this time that is 5 years of the label, so we have something to celebrate, and also the collective got bigger and bigger, and consolidate. With time, I could choose the artists I want with me.
Yes.
Because I'm releasing a lot of artists, but there are some which I really especially like.
Yes. I see. Okay, grazie Davide. Last question, what's the future of Carbone Records?
We are, we are going to rave harder day after day, never give up.
Amazing. Great. Awesome. Okay, Davide, thank you so much. That was
Thank
it
you
for
too.
today. And thanks for joining us. Thanks for the talks. Thanks for the music. Thanks for everything. That was big time.
Thanks to you and thanks to all the people who participate to the chat.
Yes, I'm sure they're happy about what they have just seen. So, I will see you around, Davide. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Ciao.
All the best.
Okay, so looks like that was it for our first live stream. And I would like to say thank you to all the team that has been helping me and Davide setting up all the live stream and making it happen, and all the help we had throughout the whole stream. And I would like to say thank you, of course, to Davide for joining us. Thank you, mate. Such a good friend and inspiring artist. And of course, I would like to say thank you to everyone that is watching the stream. And I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed checking out a little bit the platform and see what's going on. We have a few new masterclasses that are going to be released in the next days and weeks. So for all the users, stay in touch because there is a lot coming. And for all the non-users, maybe now this is your chance to subscribe to the platform and join the family. Thank you everyone for your time, and I wish you a beautiful day. Bye.